Hello you guys, it's Annika. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a gingerbread mansion with me right here because today I am going to be answering your questions while building a gingerbread house. Oh no, I was changing exposure. Did it crack any pieces? I wanted to build one anyway for vlogmas, but I thought it would be more fun to do it as a Q&A. I dropped it and I cracked a piece. Rookie mistake, cracking a gingerbread piece before you even build the house. It's like I'm setting myself up for failure. Okay, let's see how much damage I did. We'll salvage what we can. I cracked a lot of them. Okay, we're back. I'm really annoyed that I paid $23 for this house and all the pieces are just like breaking. I don't know why. Another one broke off camera. So I screenshotted questions on my phone. I asked you guys on Instagram on my story to send in questions and a lot of you did, which is amazing. First question that I got a lot: what do you study? What is your major? I am a communications major. Honestly, at the time, I don't know why I chose it. I just felt like it would be a good fit for me. Plus I knew with like the rise of social media that like working in this industry is something that I wanted to do. Someone had also asked why I don't use my degree. Okay, so it says to like draw these squiggle lines. Someone said, can you explain your training routine? So my workout routine currently is I go to the gym three times a week on a good week. So basically it's gym 3 times a week ideally, and then other form of exercise 2 or 3 times a week. What is your favorite thing to cook? Oh, Alyssa asked that. Hi Alyssa, if you're watching this, I went to high school with her. She's the sweetest. I honestly don't like cooking. My favorite thing to cook is probably pizzas. I like to recreate the Pizza Hut Veggie Lovers pizza here because I get to like choose what to put on it and also get to pick my crust. I try and make like a healthier version of the pizza at home, and that's like my favorite Friday night or Saturday night meal to make. What's your ab workout routine? Whenever I go to the gym, I'll do a Lily Sabri ab workout. If you don't know who she is a fitness influencer and she always uploads like the best killer ab routines. She has so many on her channel. I just throw one on without even like, I don't even think about it. I'm just like, we're gonna throw one on and we're gonna do it before we leave, because if I give myself a choice, I won't do it. That's my ab routine pretty much. Okay, this house is coming together. I'm really happy about it. I'm terrified that this thing is gonna fall apart though. Here we go. Perfect. We attached the front of it. How old are you? I'm 22. I'm gonna be 23 in March, which is actually insane to me. I still feel like I'm 17 sometimes. That's what I was afraid of. There's a disaster happening in the backside. It's wobbling, guys. It's not sturdy. Oh no. No, that's definitely wrong. How did you become an influencer? Oh, I do not think I'm an influencer, but I started creating content about 2 years ago. I really liked the fashion blogger space of Instagram. I had like my personal account, you know, the one that like you grow up with in school, like everyone follows, like you meet someone in class, obviously give them your Instagram. When I got to college and I decided that I wanted to, I guess, try and take content more seriously, I created a whole new Instagram from scratch. I wanted to attract like a real audience, not just people that follow me because they know me like from school or like from my past. I always knew I wanted to make YouTube videos. I feel like all creators have like their platform. My platform is 100% YouTube. It always has been. Like if I could always pick one, even when I started doing Instagram, I just did Instagram because I thought I couldn't do YouTube. I thought no one would want to follow me. unless I had a following somewhere else first, which actually did not happen. So then I created a YouTube channel probably about late 2020, and I uploaded like 2 videos and they were like terrible. So then yeah, I started uploading on YouTube a little bit more this past year. I decided earlier this year to start just uploading consistently, like once a week. And that's probably where I saw a little bit of channel growth. And then I stopped because my mental health got really bad. And then when I came back, I started uploading like productive vlogs and work vlogs. And that's where I saw my channel grow a lot. So started on Instagram, and then kind of moved over to YouTube because I wanted to use them together to like help each other. That is how we got here today. Are you originally from Texas? Yes, I've lived in Texas my whole life. I'm from McAllen, Texas, which if you don't know what that is, because I don't meet very many people that do, it is a very small town. If you think of Texas, think of the very bottom tip, like as far down on the tip you can go. That is where I'm from. It's a little border town actually, very small town, not much to do at all. Guys, we're gonna start decorating and we're not gonna talk about that. I think I'm gonna add some icicles going down here. Next question, how do you take care of your mental health? I talked about it in a recent video that I recently started going to therapy. Honestly, I would say that's like been the biggest help for my mental health. I know I only started it recently, but I see such a drastic change in myself. I'm not currently having a lot of anxiety or anxious thoughts. I definitely go through phases, but being proactive, even when it's not causing me issues right now, has been like the biggest help. I like to go for walks and put my headphones in, but if you're a girl, be careful because it can be dangerous. Also, workout is like the biggest help for me, which is hard because it's kind of, when I'm struggling with my mental health, I stop going to the gym and then that makes it decline even more. But if I can get myself to the gym, workout helps me a lot because it helps me feel strong. A lot of my anxiety is from being scared. So when I do something that makes me feel like strong and empowered, I'm like, if I was actually weak and scared, I wouldn't be able to lift these weights. It's like a psychological thing. What else would I say? My faith, 100%, 1001%, before anything else, my faith, my Bible, staying close to God. What is your sign? I'm a Pisces. Okay, I'm gonna line the house now with some icing. Let's make a wreath. Right here, it looks like there's room for a wreath. What made you start YouTube? I have been watching YouTube since I discovered it when I was 12. I started watching, this house is falling. Please don't fall. I need something to like hold it in place, so we're gonna go with that. I think we made it work for now, please. I'm so pissed. No! I'm gonna keep decorating. Target is not gonna rain on my parade today. I'm gonna make a new wreath right here. So no one talks about how hard this is. Like, you probably clicked on this video thinking, because of my other videos, that this was gonna be nice and aesthetic and cute. You were wrong. I'm so sorry. Okay, what made you start YouTube? I've been trying to answer this question for like 5 minutes. I discovered YouTube, like YouTubers, and watching them when I was 12. I remember because it was the summer of the Olympics and I like literally locked myself in my room and binged YouTube. I binged Meredith Foster's videos, actually, if you remember her. I wanted to be her. Like, I wanted to make videos so bad since I was young. When I was a teenager, I was always like, at some point I'll make YouTube videos. And then as I got older, came the rise of like lifestyle vloggers. That's when I was kind of like, they're not doing anything that I can't. Like, I want to do that. So yeah, and I don't think that's a bad mentality to have at all. Like, you should draw inspiration from people and be like, they're not doing anything that I can't do. Like, I can do that too. How did you develop your style? I think during quarantine, I literally cleaned out my entire closet. A lot of it was like my old high school clothes, and I just like, one time I remember looking at my closet and being so unhappy. I just felt like I couldn't express myself with my clothing anymore because none of it matched me. It was just so old, and from when I was like 15. So I started by cleaning out my entire closet. I hustled and I sold a lot of it on Poshmark. I used that money to very slowly, because I was on a college budget. buy pieces that I really love, and also following a lot of bloggers on Instagram, and I would just draw inspiration from them, what I liked, the stores they would shop at. We don't need you. Realizing that though there's a lot of cute clothing, not all cute clothing fits my sense of style. So that kind of also helps me when shopping, because I have like much more sense of what I actually like and what actually represents me. How do I get started on YouTube? Just start uploading. I know that's what everyone says, but it's true. Like, I think if I hadn't just started uploading, practicing, editing, all of that, like without the bad videos, I would have never figured out what worked. Because essentially my videos now are just a much more polished version of like what I used to upload, and I was able to like redirect myself on what worked and what didn't work based off of just like uploading things into the void. And I think we should make the windows. Sorry guys, I was getting distracted. I think a big part of it is understanding that for a long time there might not, and there probably won't be, return on those videos, and you have to be okay with that, and you have to keep going through that. Like, even when there's 0 views and you stayed up all night editing it, keep going. That is what separates you from the people that don't end up being successful with it. Is, can you keep going when no one is watching? Can you keep going because you love it and because you believe in yourself and you know what it has the potential to be? I'm making windows now, if you couldn't tell, for our fort. Oh, also a tip for starting YouTube is I put myself on like a 12-minute limit when I first started. I would not upload videos longer than 12 minutes. It depends on like the type of content that you're making, but since I make vlogs, 12 minutes is like a good kind of sweet spot. And don't upload too much like talking. Not because your talking is bad, just because once people like your videos, then they'll care about what you have to say. But at the beginning, just try and get them hooked with like the video itself. Been binging your videos and noticed your gorgeous ring after the 9th one. Are you engaged? No, I'm not engaged. I've gotten this question before in my videos. It's probably because of this ring that I wear, but it is a promise ring that my boyfriend gave me on my birthday, and it symbolizes that we obviously want to get married, but I don't want to get married until, and neither does he, until we can like pay for it all and do it like the way I want to. I want to do it the way I want to. I want to do it right. I really want to get married in Italy or France. So he gave me this ring kind of just to symbolize that like that is something that is on our minds, that we're working towards, and it's almost like a placeholder until one day it gets replaced with a diamond. It's my birthstone also. It's not like a diamond or anything. What do you do on your bad days? It depends on the day. Depends on the type of bad day. Sometimes I will push myself and I'll be like, workout makes me feel so much better, so I'll be like, go to the gym and do the easiest workout. I don't set any expectations for myself on my bad days. Or if I'm having a really bad day, it depends how I'm feeling, I'll let myself just sit in bed and watch TV, watch YouTube, and just do like comfort things that make me feel better. Do you ever feel pressured to live by the it girl aesthetic that's common on social media? Definitely, 100%. I think on TikTok, that's where it started to like kind of really get to me, because they make those like really fast-paced like it girl day in my life. I think in my videos sometimes I feel pressured because I know you guys watch me for motivation, which I love. But I am not always motivated, and I am not always living an aesthetic life. Sometimes my apartment is a literal trash chute, and it's just like a huge mess. But what I try and remind myself, one, is that no one on the internet is showing their unaesthetic parts of their life, and they're all there. Like, I think on YouTube, you probably see it the most than on any other platform because it's long form content. So you get to see like the kind of messier parts of people's lives. I think that's also why it's my favorite platform. Little sprinkles to the bottom of my trees here. I think for a while it was really getting to me, and then I was just like, what is the societal norm that like we're all buying into, like this it girl life? Like, no one lives an it girl life every single day. No one. If you think I live an it girl life, I live an it girl life like one day out of the week, because the other days I'm struggling to even get by. And plus I'm also like, everyone, like if I'm happy, like I don't care. Like as long as I'm happy in my life, that's the only aesthetic I want to fit into. Like I just really, like social media is just like an image at the end of the day. So as long as you're happy, who cares about the aesthetic of any of it? Like I definitely feel pressured by it. Don't worry if you feel that, you're not alone. Okay, so the next question was, how do you get yourself out of a lethargic or demotivated headspace? One, I would say, is not making yourself feel bad about it, because you are not going to be able to do anything about it if you are being really mean to yourself. I would say be really nice to yourself about it. Actually, be like, you're totally okay for feeling unmotivated right now. It's normal. And this is advice I need to take too, but I would say that's the first step. Is I try and be very accepting of the way that I'm feeling. I would say set really, really low expectations and start with that, and start checking off those little things, and then eventually you'll get the motivation to do bigger versions of that, if that makes sense. The only way to get myself in the gym is to make it really digestible for myself, and this goes with anything, like work too. I'll just do like 10-minute gym sessions or 30-minute gym sessions, and then eventually the motivation kind of kicks in naturally. I think not being hard on yourself, not setting big expectations for yourself, and celebrating the little wins is kind of the way that I get out of that headspace. Have you started trading with real money? No. Interested to hear about how it's going and about your journey. I have not started trading with real money. I will let you guys know when I do. The timeline is really different for everyone. I'm basically break even, which means I'm not negative, but I'm also not positive. I'm just like, when I make $80, I like lose $80. But break even is actually a good place to be for a beginner, because you're still trying to get the hang of everything. I just put a heart in my initial there. When I do go live, I will tell you guys. But I don't have a timeline set for myself, and I'm currently making side income with YouTube, so that is really taking the pressure off, which is important, because you don't want to be desperate to make money in the market. That will just make you lose all your money. New Year's resolutions, I think one is to keep growing this channel, keep being consistent on YouTube. I would love to pick up French again. I took 3 years of it and then just stopped learning it because I stopped taking it in college. But that is a language, I took it because I wanted to learn French. I think it's like the most beautiful language. Grow in my faith, get profitable in trading, start live trading, that's a goal. Keep working with brands that I love, keep reading books. What made you get into trading? I wanted to create content. This is funny. I wanted to create content, but I didn't have the budget to do so. I felt like I wasn't in the place to, one, have anything to create about, two, I had no direction. I was like, okay, let's say I start creating, how do I support myself more? And I knew I wanted to be my own boss. That was a huge thing. My mom is her own boss. She is absolute definition of girl boss, and she instilled in me, do whatever you want, but be your own boss. So I just kind of grew up with like that preference. I wanted something that gave me financial freedom, that had big profit potential, and I did it for the perks at the beginning, and I ended up like really loving the puzzle of it, the challenge of it. Day trading kind of checked off all those boxes for me. You can day trade the American stock market from anywhere. My dream is to travel and trade and vlog the whole thing. When will you start trading in the market? When I've had 3 months profitable consistently in the simulator, that's when I'll start. If you could change one thing in your life, what would it be? Thank you for inspiring me. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for watching. It's such a cliche thing to say nothing, truly nothing, because God's will is at work in my life. But let's just say I'm gonna change something in my life. My height, maybe? I wish I was like 2 inches taller. Oh, people were also asking me my height. I'm 5'7". I would change. I wish that my grandma never got cancer. How did your relationship with God start? Well, I always knew God growing up. I went to a Catholic school actually until I was 13. But the Catholic Church was not for me. But my relationship with God really started when I was like 17 or 18 in high school. My best friend took me to her non-denominational church, and I think that was the first time I had a true encounter with God, like who he honestly is. My faith is important to me, and it is the only thing that defines me, not anything in this world. It's definitely been the key to like any success that I've had in my life. What's your favorite cool dance wear pieces? I recently got some leg warmers from Rubio Wear. Those are like my favorite. Let's do a line of trees. I know I have stopped decorating, I'm sorry. But this fort, it's kind of a mess, guys. I think shrugs are really cool. I ordered 2 from Aloe. Any tips for someone that wants to start ballet again? Just go for it and go into it with no expectations. And if you've done ballet and you have like a critical brain when you look in the mirror, what I did and what I always do when I'm like going back is I will not let myself think like that. So I think don't even like worry about correcting yourself or feeling bad about the way you look in the mirror. The only goal you have for going back to ballet is showing up. And if you show up, then you need to be really proud of yourself. You mentioned therapy, and I wanted to ask if it's hard to open up to someone you don't know, or does it feel liberating? I have a thing where if I'm in awkward situations or situations I think might be awkward, I push that thought out of my mind. I really embody, like, it's only weird if you make it weird. But is it hard? Not really. I actually find a lot of comfort. It feels like I'm writing into a diary, because I know once I close that laptop and end the session, those thoughts don't go anywhere. She doesn't know me, she doesn't know my family. So it's almost like kind of locking it up with a key and like putting it away. So I think that is liberating. What motivates you to read, and how do you pick your books? Booktube motivates me. I pick my books mainly off of like Booktube. I love Haley Pham's videos, Sarah Caroli, Allie, I don't know her last name. She's from Austin though. The book community is like the nicest community. I love watching their videos. Were you in a ballet company when you were younger? And did you do performances? I've never been in a professional company. I've done a few summer intensives with professional companies, like their intensives. I did do performances. I did the Nutcracker for 12 years. I played everything from a rat to the Sugar Plum Fairy, so that was really fun. I've done a lot of variations from different ballets. I've never performed a full ballet. Obviously, I'm not a professional ballerina, but I've done a lot of different variations from like Don Q, La Bayadere. My fave food, 100% pizza. Cheese pizza, just cheese pizza with ranch. I know that's so like American of me to be like with a lot of ranch. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I tried to get through as many questions as I could, talked my absolute head off. I really hope you got to like know me better and got to see some more of my personality. I hope some of my advice helped you. For those of you that asked, never hesitate to like reach out to me or DM me. I always try my best to get back to you guys if you have any questions. I'm so sorry that this gingerbread house turned into this hideous fort. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to see more Q&As, if you want to ask me more things, if you want like a girl talk one or like a specific themed Q&A, we can definitely do that. I want to do one while doing a get ready with me, but I loved answering your questions, hearing from you guys. I feel like I'm literally chatting to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram to keep updated with my content, and I love you all so much for watching and for being here and for supporting this channel. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video.